For the last 30 years, I've been writing in my music about the distance between the American dream and American reality. I've seen it from the inside and I've seen it from the outside. I grew up as a blue-collar kid in Freehold, New Jersey. My parents struggled, often unsuccessfully, trying to make ends meet. And I've seen it as an adult, visiting the Ninth Ward after Katrina in New Orleans, or meeting folks from food pantries from all around the United States who work daily to help our struggling citizens through the hard times we've been suffering. The American dream and an American reality. Our vote tomorrow is the one undeniable way we get to determine the distance in that equation. Tomorrow, we get a personal hand in shaping the kind of America we want our kids to grow up in. I'm a husband and a dad. My lovely wife Patty's here with me. Yeah. We got 3 kids growing up, going out into the world. I'm 63. Patty is much younger. Much younger. But we've both lived through some galvanizing moments in American history. We lived through the Civil Rights Movement, the Peace Movement, the Women's Movement. We've played in East Berlin 1 year before the fall of the Berlin Wall, and we were with Amnesty International a year before the release of Nelson Mandela and the end of apartheid. And these were times when you could feel the winds of change moving, you could feel the world shifting beneath your feet. And we both remember another galvanizing moment, and that was the night that President Obama was elected. I remember sitting on my couch, and my job for 30 years has been, what I do for a living is I imagine America. And I remember sitting there and thinking, yeah, this is who we can be. This is who we can be. It was an evening when the hope of your heart felt fulfilled, and when you could feel the locked doors of the past being blown open to new and previously unimaginable possibilities, to fresh hope and change. But now today we have another battle. We're charged with the hard daily struggle to make those possibilities, those changes real and enduring in a world that challenges your hopefulness, in a world that is often brutally resistant to change. We've lived through that struggle over the past 4 years when the forces of our opposition have been tireless. I stood with President Obama 4 years ago, and I'm proud to be standing with him tonight because I'm thankful for the historic advances in healthcare. I'm thankful for a more regulated Wall Street that will begin to protect our citizens from the blind greed of those who overreach. My dad worked on the Ford assembly line when I was a kid, and I'm thankful that we have a president that had faith in the automobile industry, and that General Motors is today making cars. Because what else would I write about? I'm thankful that we have a decisive president working hard to keep America safe, and I'm appreciative of the fact that, as promised, he has ended the war in Iraq and is bringing the war in Afghanistan to a close. I'm here today because I'm concerned about women's rights and health issues, both at home and around the world. I don't have to tell you about the danger to Roe versus Wade under our opponents' policies. I'm also troubled by the 30 years of increasing disparity in wealth between our best-off citizens and everyday Americans. That's a disparity that threatens to divide us into 2 distinct and separate nations, and we have to be better than that. Finally, I'm here today because I've lived long enough to know that the future, it's rarely a tide rushing in. It's often a slow march, inch by inch, day after painful, long day. And we are in the midst of one of those long days right now. And I believe that President Obama feels those days in his bones for all 100% of Americans. He'll live those days with us. President Obama last time ran as a man of hope and change, and you hear a lot of talk about how things are different now, how that's not so. Things aren't any different. They're just realer. It's crunch time now. The president's job, our job, yours, mine, whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, independent, rich, poor, black, brown, white, gay, straight, soldier, civilian, is to keep that hope alive and to combat the cynicism and the apathy. And to believe in our power to change our lives in the country and the world that we live in. So, this is the night before the day. It's the night before the day. And tomorrow's the day. And we're going to go to work tomorrow. And then we're going to go to work the day after that. And the day after that. When the work really counts. Let's re-elect President Obama to carry our standard forward towards the America that waits in our hearts. God bless. This is called Land of Hope and Dreams. Grab your ticket and your suitcase. Thunder's rolling down this track. Well, you don't know where you're going now, but you know you won't be back. Well, darling, if you're weary, lay your head upon my chest. We'll take what we can carry, and we'll leave the rest. Big wheels roll through fields where sunlight streams. Meet me in a land of hope and dreams. Well, I will provide for you, and I'll stand by your side. You'll need a good companion now for this part of the ride. Yeah, leave behind your sorrows. Let this day be the last. Well, tomorrow there'll be sunshine, and all this darkness pass. Well, big wheels roll through fields where sunlight streams. Yes, meet me in a land of hope and dreams. Well, this train carries saints and sinners. This train carries losers and winners. Well, this train carries whores and gamblers. Yeah, this train carries lost souls. I said this train carries broken-hearted. This train, thieves and sweet souls departed. This train carries fools and kings, Lord, this train. All aboard, I said now this train, dreams will not be thwarted. This train, faith will be rewarded. This train Hear the steel wheels singing this train, bells of freedom ringing. Yeah, big wheels roll through fields where sunlight streams. Meet me in a land of hope and dreams. Meet me in a land of hope and dreams. Meet me in a land of hope and dreams. God bless you. Get out and vote tomorrow. Let's re-elect President Obama.